Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to cover the bags that I've sold and why. I get a lot of questions from you guys, whoever's watching my video now, on whether I still have the bag, wear and tear, and things like that. But a lot of the bags that I did cover in my previous videos, I no longer have. So I wanted to kind of touch on those points and why I don't have them. So I will try to go in the chronological order. I may leave a bag or two out, but correct me if I have left something out and I'll cover that in comments or in a separate video. So first bag that I ever bought was the Louis Vuitton Favorite in the MM size. When I bought it, I think it had just come into the boutique and they didn't have the PM size or anything like that. So it was the only Favorite at the time. I think I bought it when, I think it was back in 2014. So it was 6 years ago. I think Favorite is now discontinued. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comment section down below. So I got it in the monogram. I don't even think they had different prints like the Damier Ebene and Damier Azur back then. It was my first ever Louis Vuitton bag. I actually went into the boutique thinking that I wanted the Neverfull. I do have a Neverfull now, but in 2014, that was my first ever Louis Vuitton purchase. So I didn't have any other Louis Vuitton bags or anything like that. So I went in. I think I should win with my mom. Tried on the Neverfull, didn't really like how bulky it was, and I wanted something that was more casual but can be dressed up as evening bag. So Favorite MM back then was a great bag. And I sold it I think 2 or 3 years later because the magnetic closure on my bag wasn't strong enough to keep it closed. So every time I would put it in my passenger seat and I'm driving someplace, I will make a turn and then the flap will just open wide and all my stuff will fall out. So I sold it on, I think, Poshmark for a really good price, around like $700, $750. Didn't end up making money or anything like that, but I just didn't have a love for it anymore after a couple of years of owning that bag, so I sold that. And then I think the second bag that I bought was the Alma BB in the black epi leather. It was pretty. It was the first bag that I bought while I was in Paris, and it was special. I was with my friend, and I thought, wow, this is a great mini bag. It looks like it could be more of an evening bag, and it's a black bag. It's very classic. Sold on it 100%, and I went ahead and bought it. It was way over the budget that I should have had at that time, but anyway. So I bought the Alma BB, carried it for a good amount of time, and I started to realize I didn't really like that bag either. That happens to me like so often. I just gotta be more careful where I put my money. But the bag was way too small back then because now I'm able to carry a lot less because I've had smaller bags before and now I have, I think, the right arrangements to carry less. But back then, like, I was trying to carry too much in a really tiny bag. Although it can fit more than it looks like, I just didn't fit me at the time. The thing that I hated the most was that when you put it crossbody, because it does come with a strap, which I think is great, the bag doesn't sit straight on you because the Alma narrows like as you go up top, so it's kind of triangular shape if you look at it from the side. It would tilt over, so the bag will end up sitting like that on my body, if you know what I mean. So that really bothered me. I just really didn't care for that bag anymore. So I went ahead and sold that one too. I think I got most of the money back, but now that bag is really expensive. Probably won't buy it again. And from here, I'm a little bit fuzzy on when I bought what bag, so I will try to make it in chronological order, but if I get it wrong, I do apologize. So the third bag that I bought was Speedy EB in the size 25. I know that I definitely made a video about this bag, and I thought at that point it's a great classic bag. It's a forever bag, and yada yada yada. And I still do like Speedy, but the Speedy B25, I had it in the monogram. It had just way too much vachetta. It was not practical for me because I live in a climate where it basically rains on and off throughout the day, all throughout summer. And here, we don't get a lot of snow. We do get a lot of rain still during the winter time. So, and summers are long and down in south here. And just a lot of rain, so having a lot of vachetta on my bag is just not practical anymore, and it was just not wearing very well. My Speedy EB had the new canvas, so it was very squishy, and I think I made a mistake of putting the purse organizer. If I didn't put the purse organizer, I think it would have worn better. But because of that, you could see the white marks on the bag. It just had way too much wear and tear, and I just didn't really feel great when I carried the bag, you know, like, so kind of fell out of it, so I sold it. But now I'm debating whether I should have sold it at all. So this is a bag that I kind of regret selling, but you know, when you don't like it, you don't like it. And I think if I were to get a Speedy again, I'll probably get it in the dami event, so I don't have to worry about the vachetta. Like I said, it rains way too much here for me to have the hassle of dealing with vachetta. So that's a third bag. And the fourth bag that I bought from Louis Vuitton, kind of on a whim without doing any kind of research. This was new at the time, and I think I bought it in 2017 or 2018, I can't exactly remember. I had gone into the Louis Vuitton boutique to pick up the pochette accessoire. Oh, that's another bag that I did sell and I forgot to mention, so I'll cover that later. But I picked up the Graceful PM. I really like the idea of having a shoulder bag. Then I only had the Neverfull, but I wanted something a little bit smaller that I could carry on a day-to-day basis, and I bought it in the Dami event print. So I thought it was gonna be a great bag, and all in all. I sold that bag pretty quickly because the leather strap that it had, it was the new brown treated leather, so it was very soft. And there were 2 lines of wrinkles on the strap within like 2 months of having it. I guess I could have taken it into the boutique and like talked to them about it, but I don't know. And like the lining was made with this red fabric, I guess how it's made with the Speedies and things like that, but it felt different. I think it's an additional piece of fabric that they use, but like it showed dirt really easily, had marks really easily, and it's just like way too squishy for my liking. Now I do like squishy bags, but a couple years ago I didn't. And I just thought the bag was gonna wear too quickly, and I was kind of afraid of that at that point. So I sold it within, I think, a couple months, and I basically got all of the money back because I think the bag was sold out for such a long time from everywhere, and I just sold it on eBay. Went to actually someone who lived within the state. I hope she's still enjoying the bag, but sold that one pretty quickly. And then the next bag, like I just mentioned, pochette accessoire. I know that bag is impossible to get right now. I sold it because it was tad too small. It could never fit the items that I wanted. Again, with the vachetta strap, I just didn't feel like carrying that anymore. I can't exactly pinpoint why I sold it, but I just didn't have the love for it. Just kind of fell out of love with the bag, so I sold it. I think for about $500 to Fashion File. Great little piece if you don't mind dealing with the vachetta, but I just hate having vachetta straps. I have a Neverfull in monogram, so that piece also has vachetta, but it's so kind of worn now, like it's a tote bag, it gets dirty, so I don't mind that very much. But as a bag that I would carry like traveling and things like that, I just couldn't be bothered with the vachetta, so that piece as well. The last bag, I think I'm at bag 6 right now. The last bag that I sold most recently, I guess, is the Saint Laurent Lulu camera bag. I think that's what it's called, or Lou camera bag, either or. I made a couple of different videos about this bag. I still get questions on the bag quite often. The reason why I sold it is because it didn't have the removable strap. For those of you who have seen the video on that bag previously would know that I punched additional holes on the strap, but even that wasn't enough. I like carrying my bags on my shoulder mostly. I will carry the bag like crossbody if it gets too heavy, or if I'm traveling, I need to be hands-free, that's one thing. But just the fact that the bag didn't really have the flexibility when it came down to, you know, me being able to switch out the straps and things like that. It's just kind of putting me off, and had color transfer in the back. It wasn't a beautiful color, but it still had too much, I think, gray than pink. So I didn't really like the color. I didn't really like the strap. I don't really like wearing my bags crossbody unless I'm traveling. Because of that, I thought, well, I can probably get a different bag that I like better for the same amount of money. What I should have done to begin with is gone for the toilet loop, because that comes with a strap that you can take off. You can carry as a wristlet, or you can put it in a different strap if you want to carry shoulder bags, crossbody bag, and things like that. But the leather on the bag was really, really beautiful. I carried it when I went to Hawaii, and it like got caught in rain, things like that. Worked pretty well, but I just didn't quite love it. And in my head, you know, I probably will like a different bag better, so I went ahead and sold that one. Don't have any regrets on it, but maybe like I'm thinking now, looking back, maybe if I bought the toy Lulu or, you know, black and silver combination, I would have liked the bag better. But then again, I'm not a huge Saint Laurent fan. I don't know why. I just don't think I like the big kind of logo like in front of the bag. Then again, I don't like the Gucci Marmont bags, so I don't know. It's just not kind of style that I love. So those are the 6 bags that I sold in the previous couple years and why. Hope this was helpful for you to kind of think about what bag that you want to buy next. And if you're considering buying any of these bags, let me know in the comment section down below. And if you have questions on it or anything like that, I would love to help you guys out to kind of think about whether this is the right bag for you or not. So let me know. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video.